In one of the few frank talks between the Academic Staff Union of Universities and the federal government in 2012, it was agreed that a needs assessment of all public universities be carried out to determine the extent of rot and infrastructural decay in the system. That investigation unveiled a lot. That physical and learning facilities in Nigerian universities are not only inadequate, but dilapidated, overstretched, and most times improvised.
At that point, government agreed that, okay, from what we have seen and from the calculations by experts, government will need to inject a total sum of 1.3 trillion naira in order to arrest the decay. But you know, our government is always broke. Our union, in its magnanimity, suggested to government, okay, you don't need to spend this money in 1 year since you cannot afford it. Space it in a period of 5 years, 5 tranches, which amounted to 220 billion for a year for 5 years. When President Goodluck Jonathan saw, you know, the extent of decay, he had no choice but to release the first tranche in 2013. It will shock you that this 7th year of Buhari administration had only released 70 billion.
The University of Lagos is regarded not by few as a leading institution of higher learning in Nigeria, but like many other public universities so regarded, UNILAG has not escaped the rot and decay, though some relatively new physical structures dot the campus. The reality is that they are a mere facade.
Go into, conveniences for students and staff. They are nothing to write home about. In a 21st century university, the accommodation for students are grossly inadequate. You know, as I speak to you, one of the challenges in UNILAG is accommodation for students. And that gives room for Shylock investors, you know, to milk our students.
For the situation at the Enugu campus of the University of Nigeria, let's bring in Abel Ejikeme.
The campus, housing 4 key faculties, can now be described as a dead zone. The lifeless status the campus has now attained is a direct effect of the near 7 months of industrial action by university lecturers.
Most of the issues, as he's saying, is let us revitalize our universities. At your back is an auditorium meant for 500 students. Today we have over 1,000 students there. The seats there, not up to 200, are okay. When you call students in to learn in such an environment, what type of education are you imparting? What is the learning environment like? Before you look at the building there, the uncompleted structure, that is supposed to be the Institute of Maritime Studies of University of Nigeria. Since 2011, it have been overgrown by bushes, uncompleted. Is that the type of learning environment that Nigerians need? You have a certificate, you don't have a knowledge? Is that what we need in Nigeria?
Mary Chenda gives us a glimpse of the situation at the University of Abuja.
The University of Abuja is one of those universities that have now become a shadow of itself, even as the strike lingers. Activities here has been grounded to a halt with no student activities or even lecturers in sight.
One thing that is visible is that there is a strain on the available infrastructure, as we see in this classroom at the Faculty of Management Sciences, University of Abuja. Originally built to seat 40 students, this classroom reportedly takes over 200 students at the moment.
As you can see, 21st century classroom used in Nigeria for lecturing students. You see, this classroom idea conception is for 40 students, but today we are using it for 200 students. Then learning becomes learning by rumor, where majority of the students are hanged, asking the co-student, what did he say? That is what did the lecturer say.
ASUU says fall the university system adequately. That's all. Give us tools, give us classrooms, give us hostels, give us libraries, give us laboratories and reagents and materials. This is the bone of contention.
Back here at the University of Lagos. Although he won't speak on camera, Mojid, a 300-level student of financial studies, admits to us that the prolonged strike has left him frustrated. When school is in session, Mojid is resident in Mariri Hall with his double bunk room originally meant for 8 students, now housing nearly 20. He doesn't use the toilet facilities in the hostel, he tells us, because of its quality condition. He's among a group of students that has decided to seize the moment to seek new knowledge at this free Wi-Fi space where we also meet Korede, a 400-level student of philosophy. Like his friend Mojid, life as an on-campus student of Unilag is difficult, he laments.
I stay in campus and talking about the environment, especially we in the hostel, we are going through a lot during the school session. I think to bath in the morning, we need to kill, because I think school is...
You need to kill for water.
We need to kill for water, and we need to have woken up around I think 2 to 3 in the midnight to fetch your water down, because school is only giving us light from 7 in the night to 7 in the morning. So during the afternoon we don't usually have light. So we need to charge your phone, fetch your water and everything. So there's no light in the hostel. So everybody literally come out of the hostel during the day to try to fix themselves somewhere. The people that are supposed to be in the room is just 4. But in the room, I think we are kind of 20. No, it's not 20, it's not 20. It's 13.
Stories of students such as Korede's and his teachers are part of the reason why industrial peace has eluded Nigerian university campuses.
Go to any public university in Nigeria today. Anywhere you see needs assessment, you will know that they are spending strike money. Here that we are holding this interview, if you go across the road, you will see a signboard there. The best student hostel today in Unilag was renovated to its current state by money from that our 2013 strike.
To reverse the trend, a very pragmatic approach to resolve the current dispute that has kept students out of school for this long has to be adopted.
It's not compulsory that ETF, the Education Task Fund, should go for building structures when we can't run even from day to day. So let's have a restructuring, a redesign, re-engineering of our educational funding system.
The best thing for government to first admit that truly these challenges are true. And there is no other way to solve it apart from we admitting and starting it all. And again, government should be able to say, yes, universities, we are willing to solve this problem with you. Let's go. They begin to come with suggestions. Like I said before, the alumni. There are people who have graduated from these schools that are doing well all over the world. Government should be able to work with the university to enhance these resources.
A good investment in Nigeria's tertiary education system, especially the universities, will not only make them become more socially relevant, bridging the divide between the town and the gown, it will also mean securing the future with a youth like Korede, renewing their belief in the system that also has plans to break in foreign currency from expatriate scholars like it used to be in the past. Tokunbo Oyetuji, Arise News, Lagos.